There was a boy, silent, ordinary, the kind you wouldn't look twice at. He wasn't broken. He wasn't evil. He was just tired. Not physically, but somewhere deeper, in a place he didn't have words for. At first, it started with a glance, a link, a click, something you're told is normal, harmless, even funny, a joke among friends, a curiosity. But no one warned him how something so small could start to hollow him out from the inside. At 12, it was curiosity. At 14, it was a habit. By 17, it was a secret life, invisible, but consuming. Every night, after the world fell asleep, the war began. Click, scroll, shame, repeat. His heart wasn't in it anymore, but his body didn't care. Dopamine is louder than guilt. Pleasure is faster than prayer. And fantasy doesn't reject you. It never asks you to grow. It never sees you cry. It just gives and takes and gives again until one day you wake up and realize you don't know how to feel anything real anymore. He couldn't concentrate. He avoided mirrors. His confidence vanished. He couldn't talk to girls without comparing them to pixels. And in the silence of his room, he'd whisper things like, "God, I don't want to be like this." But the next night, he was. The truth is, porn didn't ruin him. He surrendered. Not once. Not loudly. But slowly, silently, inch by inch. Until one night, something cracked. It wasn't a lightning strike. It wasn't a sermon. It was the mirror. It was the way his own eyes looked back at him, empty, numb, unfamiliar. He saw a boy who had stopped dreaming, who stopped trying, who couldn't even sit in silence without needing stimulation. That night, he didn't watch. He didn't scroll. He sat in the dark and cried like he hadn't cried in years. Because that was the night he realized he had become his own captor. And that meant he could also be his own liberator. He started deleting one app, one website, one account at a time. Not because he was strong, but because he was desperate. Every deleted link felt like breaking off a piece of his old self. He started walking every morning before the world woke up. He went back to the gym, even when his hands trembled. He picked up books he never finished. He blocked every page that whispered temptation. And when urges came low, they did come. He fought like hell. He wrote. He prayed. He hit the cold shower. He breathed. Some nights he lost. But unlike before, he got back up. Every time. Weeks passed. Then months. His eyes looked different now. Focused. Present. Alive. He started seeing people again, not as objects, not as fantasies, but as souls. And for the first time in years, he could look a girl in the eyes without shame, because now he could look himself in the eyes, too. He wasn't perfect, but he was clean, not just from the habit, but from the lie that he was too weak to stop. Because the truth is, it was never about sex. It was never about the videos. It was about numbing, escaping, avoiding pain. And when he faced the pain, he found power. When he embraced silence, he heard purpose. When he fought the urge, he found himself. Now, if you're watching this, and you feel stuck in the same loop, you're not broken. You're not alone. And you're not the only one hiding a habit behind a smiling face. But you have a choice. You can stay in the prison, or you can burn the bridge. Because that boy, he became a man. And that man became a leader. Not by preaching. Not by pretending to be holy, but by choosing himself every single day. Not the easy version, not the pleasure, but the real version, the one who bleeds, fights, and rises. And you don't have to stay trapped in the loop. You are not your urge. You are not your past. You are not the browser history or the nights you regret. You are what you choose next. And if you're brave enough to choose freedom, you'll look back one day and whisper, "That was the night everything changed."